I have no reason why I got my blue sheets back on, but oh, hey guys, it's the Passion back here, back on the video today. It's the Lost Ones, and today's case we'll be taking a look at the UK Mattel Toy Story, I don't know, movie, but mostly 1, 2, 3, Woody doll. There's a lot to get to this toy, but before that, let's get some context here, shall we? If you are a new fan and just randomly clicking on the video to see this, you may be asking, what's the Lost Ones? Well, it's basically a series and we'll take a look at toys that aren't on the shelves anymore. So like the Angry Bird plushes by Commonwealth, most of the Toy Story collection toys, and a few random, just to name it. I'll probably do some few Thomases, just because why not? And immediately, whenever I do odd numbers, I take a look at a random subject, and whenever I do even numbers, I'll do Toy Story. That might be hard to say at least, but I'll try anyways. And it's enough context out of the way, onto the context itself. You may be asking yourself, what makes this Woody so special, and why is he called UK Mattel? Well, my dear viewer, it's because he was released only in the United Kingdom and Australia, not here in the States. The only Woody we ever really got for that was obviously thinking, I guess, Playtime Woody. This is a custom, by the way, movie accurate, by the way. And yes, I'll probably do another update on him. He's just in the slow works, because in fact I've got a lot of video ideas. But to give you at least an example, how much do states really do departure? But he's not the subject of this video, sadly, but jabber jabber onto stuff he comes with. He barely does anything. He came with a box, and surprisingly enough, he was able to keep through, I think, until 2018, I believe? I don't know if United Kingdom still has him there, but he was around once, I was thinking they rebranded Toy Story in 2009. Toy Story 3, of course, and I think there was like a third version for the yellow box version. And really, that was it. I don't have any of those because I got this without the box. And his price was, I think, a measly like $60, I believe, which kind of expensive for a Woody, but at least it's paying better than $500 for the supposed accurate Woody, though, when you can literally do that for like a measly like $60 itself. But enough jabber jabber. Again, what makes this doll special? Well, the fact he looks completely different. His size actually matters the most, if I can actually get him to stand. He's actually the same height. I do not have him, but he's exactly the same height as the Woodies that Mattel made back in the 2000s. Yeah, and again, they're the same ones who made this doll. I don't know if I could get the camera to focus, but it does say it right here. There we go, Mattel. It says 1,000 Disney Pixar made in China. I was thinking about cutting it off, but because this is supposed to be a toy that's supposed to be mint. New materials only. So, there. What's funny to know is that the seller who was actually selling this thought it was like a 95 Woody. But I knew vaguely it wasn't a 95 Woody. It was obviously that UK Mattel Woody. Obviously, it doesn't come with his hat. This is his thinking Disney style Woody hat. That's the current. It fits perfectly on his head, though. No, it's a bit off color with his actual brown, but I could probably try to customize that. And it was so wide that I tried to bend it, and it kind of worked. I don't know. I might try to cut it, but it's plastic, so I don't know. But let me actually take it off. He came with like a squishy one, and surprisingly enough, the seller did not have that hat on, so and I think the squishy hat is accurate to how it is in the film, because it kind of feels like it's made of like paper. And the reason why I say that is the fact that it gets bent up and so stays in exactly the same position. And from that Toy Story tree, we was thinking Babyface, I think the name was, thinking did a mariachi dance on it. Woody picked it up and they were thinking like the little cutouts. Anyways, his head is scratched up. He doesn't have any hair detail, but that's expected for a doll like this. He's got a smile that vaguely remembers of the 95 Woody to begin with. Neat, but one of the things that looks creepy and really is cheap is his mouth. I don't know if you can all see this, but he has no detail in the mouth. It's basically just a wide open mouth with colored in the teeth to make it look like he's smiling. And the creepiest thing, he's got sculpted teeth. That is way too stinking creepy to begin. It looks like a bootleg Woody. Like any other Woody would just at least have just thinking his skin color to begin with. This is obviously thinking my restoration Woody, so we'll just put it to the side. But no one would ever see thinking the company would do this. Then that kind of sucked. But at far distance, it looks like he's actually smiling though. But up close, yeah, that's what the leaks get into though. Moving on to the bandana, it's basically the same, bro. Like, nothing much. I think it's a bit stale, but the collar's actually, I think, from what it looks like, actually wasn't stitched on. The vest is actually pretty good, not even lying. It's actually, like, kind of bedded onto him. It's not like flimsy like the US version over here. The buttons, they do look good. I'll give them that for actually being, like, for Woody doll. The main standout is, of course, the badge. And surprise nothing, my neighbor's dog is off without hitch. Damn it. One defining part I do see out of this Woody outside getting is the star. Because by far this is the most accurate star we've ever seen on a Woody to this day. Outside of the, the first ever editions of the 95 Woody, which if you do see, it's different. Considering the fact that that badge is like smaller, and if you see a Woody that's like the same sex scope but with a fat badge, yeah, that's the 96 version. So I lose breath. So though you can actually take it off to the fact that they really did say do not pull it off, you'll die in the process. So there. And surprisingly enough, the Mattel is actually going to release a different Woody that's like kind of like a Metacom Ultimate Woody type of scenario. And he does have a good badge. I don't know if they released it or any other. I just know the fact that it was going to be announced, and that's all. So there. His hands are surprising enough in a different material, and for some reason it's off-color to his face. Camera looks identical, but you see right now it doesn't look too hot. It looks like his face was only in the sun and he used a sweater, for Christ's sake. But again, this has waves of a material of plastic, which makes it flexible, flexible, which is nowhere present to the other Woody right here, where it's stiff as all could be. So, there. His belt is a different material. His stinking little thingamajig that holds down is actually popping out compared to the others. The belt looks, the buckle looks good, and you can actually take this off. I do not want to do the fact it's going to be pain to get back on, but if you've seen Little Green Aliens video, good. The jeans, they're not real jeans, they're just printed on. I think the debt makes them look good. It actually does have pockets, so that's neat. His boots are actually pretty good, I would say. They actually look like the movie. Though they use a squishy material, and also the little, I guess the end of it right here is not like this. Oh no, that's thinking this part of where it begins. Right here. So, that's a minor nitpick, and it does have ending on the bottom of the boot. I still don't know why Disney wanted to cancel that junk, so besides that, junk, I might have to redo my Woody. Other than that, he's basically done. Wait. Oh, goddammit. For some other reason, when I got this Woody, his stinking pull string ring is yellow, and it's still on there. But it's really yellow. It's so huge. If you try to put on the accurate pull string, it looks very small in comparison. And this is how the Woody came with. I've tried to at least fix it. It still does not work. But overall, yeah. And surprisingly enough, he does have different sayings for all different Woodies, which is weird. Like, for when they first redid the branding, they had accurate pull string sayings, except that it didn't have draw. Like, at the poise, I had thinking the "You're my favorite debris," "Reach for the sky." I do not know there was another one. "Reach for the sky." The Sound Breaking for Tears. And for the first time, they actually had the poison line, which thinking Mattel, I think we would never do. And the only ones I know fact that ever say the poison line is this Woody, the UK First Edition Woody, and the Disney Snow 2018 Woody. Why only these two outside of thinking having to have all of them is beyond me, but I think it's the fact that he was a poison. The second Woody that came out had a different voice box, which is the one I have right here, and it's the 3 phrases, so here we go.
Hello! I'd like to join your posse, boys, but first I'm going to sing a little song. You got a date with justice, One-Eyed Bart. Where's my trusty Steve Bullseye? I'm going to college. Look at me, I'm big toy on campus.
So that's that. And one thing, the weirdest thing of all is that this doll has a very tiny pull string. Look at.
Hello?
it's so tiny. Maybe because of the structure they're working with. But I don't know. They made this exact same Woody like this, like, new, because the doll released like 2009 before this continued, I think 2017. It was like a decade thinking that they released a similar like this, and yeah, he had a long pull string. I don't know. Maybe the voice box. I don't know. Just from the voice box looks too fat, so maybe that's the reason why. And there was another one where it had, like, really bad phrases, and that was, like, the last version. I think they redid a few of them to have, like, a Disney style type of thing, but I don't know. One of the coolest and sickest things of the Woody is that since he has a tiny pull string, you can do this.
I like to where's my good? Hello. I like you. Where's my good? Hello. I like to join your posse, boys, but first I'm going to sing a little song.
He basically just go rapid fire and basically sounds like he's singing Ballistic. Expectation, for Christ's sakes. We never thought thinking that Woody would be a rapper. Top 10 rappers I've never was too afraid to do it. So here is compared with the other two Woodies I have, the movie accurate and the restoration one. And by far, he looks like he's a sore thumb to begin with. I'm not really a sore thumb, but just from the way he looks. Like, I don't know. Above all, he's thinking super short. So, that's a fact. And really, that's about it to begin with. What do I think of the toy itself? Well, it's a good incarnation of Woody, but would I say it would be down to at least trying to modify into movie accurate? No, his thinking he's small, so that's a fact. And you're probably only getting for that badge, and even then that's a pain to deal with, and I'm not even doing that at all. So I'm gonna give him like a 6.5 to begin with. He's a good one, but still. The main question is, where could you find him now? There's a lot to say about here. Obviously being said, he was released in the United Kingdom and Australia, which means you can only find him in Pacific stores. I think measly Target. I don't know what. I tried to rewatch the MK's vid to at least see on how that went, so yeah. And he was around for a very good long time until we discontinued like in 2017 or 18 for something, I don't know. I don't know if you can find him now, but he's been on eBay a lot. And I think it comes down to the fact that the nations, because for some reason nations could be different things. If you live in the States, you would obviously see that UK Mattel Woody is very hard to get, or how even the UK said it as well. The UK Mattel Buzz, Jesse, and I think Rex, including with this guy, is actually kind of hard to get, I would say. But if you live in over there, it's pretty much guaranteed you'll be able to find them for very, like, dead cheap. That sucks to begin with. Because I know another toy out there who's been dignified with thinking being rarity is Hockey Bird. You may be saying who Hockey Bird's from Angry Birds for Crisis. What the hell are you expecting? Basically, he was releasing like in 2012 for a specific area. I think there was like limited quantities or something like that. They never produced them ever again. Over here in the States, he's like $1,000, while in the state he was produced in, they're like easy as ever could be. That's the difference between nationwide differences, okay? You know. Anyways. Seems like this is kind of like the whole entire line, Fish Sonic Galaxy type of thing. No joke. Just need to have a fourth one. Ooh. Thinking Salt and Huggable. What do you guys think of the video? Like, share, comment, notifications on the more previously thing, then scroll down, see if I'm on there, see, click, put all person. If not, try to find this guy. Like, he's actually kind of tough, not online. I was able to at least get him from, like, I think it said G, I don't know, I called it Musical Xylophone. Because it had, like, a GPS type of thing. It did stand for pounds, though, because I'm that type of guy. So, and really, that's about it. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Next vid's gonna be on Madness Day, so expect the Madness comment bit on that. There.